everyone. It's Dr. Linda Backman here, and I feel prompted to chat with you about the times we're in, about the virus, the energy, the stress and strain, some ideas of how to deal with it, some comments about what I'm experiencing. So I wonder what you're experiencing. Okay. So a lot of us, particularly people that I come into contact with, people that are working with me, taking trainings or learning more about spirituality, the soul, past lives, and probably those of you that aren't even interested in those topics, are people who are sensitive. Now, there's a term called HSP, highly sensitive people. I would hazard to say that a lot of us are HSPs, but those of you listening, if you know that term, you know that you are. So what does it mean to be highly sensitive? What does it mean to be a soul in body that has sufficient experience, lifetime to lifetime, who is both sensitive to what's going on right now, energetically sensitive, and also is being pulled on by not only other humans to support them, but pulled on from a higher perspective, pulled on from what we might call the higher realm, the divine realm, the spiritual realm, because you're here with purpose. So let's talk first about sensitivity. I'll share with you what I'm feeling. I want to share with you what I'm learning from others that they're feeling and how to deal with it, okay? Quick thumbnail sketch of intuition. And we're all intuitive, okay? Some of us are intuitive through, you might say, images in our mind, mental pictures that we call clairvoyance. But some of us aren't intuitive in that way. Some of us are intuitive through our emotions. And that means you can pick up on the emotions of other people and think they're your own. That's a part of me. I deal with that, all the time. Some of us are intuitive with our bodies. In other words, our body is the receptor. Our body is the receptor of intense energy. And we might get a headache, a stomach ache, a backache, that isn't necessarily being caused by anything that's literally wrong in your body. It's being caused by tension, okay? It's being caused by, instead of being an emotional receiver, you're a physical or a somatic receiver. And then lastly, a lot of us are, with our minds and our almost auditory capabilities, we're hearing things, we're being told things, we're being advised to do things from a place sort of outside of the seen world. What I want you to think about is, what are your intuitive abilities? Now, some of you are going to say, I'm not intuitive. I used to think that too. But honestly, that's not true. So what's happening for me in these really stressful times as we go through, in some ways, this is a catastrophe, the pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. In some ways, it's a huge catastrophe. In other ways, it's a time to come together. It's a time to unify. It's a time to care about each other. And there are absolutely ways you can help others without being in their physical presence, okay? So for me, I'm feeling at times anxiety, tension, hard to focus my mind, hard to stay asleep. What else am I feeling? Just frustration in a way that makes no sense to me. I don't even know what I'm frustrated about. Or sometimes I'm frustrated about something that I think is causing my frustration, but that's not really what's causing it, okay? So think about that, because we're taking in the energy of others. We're probably feeling our own struggles, but we're feeling the struggles of family, loved ones, people in your community, people on the other side of the pond, on the other side of the Atlantic. What do you do with that? I want you to all be cautious about beating up on yourself because these are challenging times. Now, yesterday, um, my guides started talking to me in my head, and they said, Linda, um, keep working to transform that tension that you're feeling. And they said, as you become aware that you've taken it into you, intend to take it out of you, intend for it to transform into healing, loving, supportive energy. Just intend this. Just close your eyes and focus on it. And send it back out once you've transformed it. Send it out to anyone and everyone. You can be specific. If you want to send it to someone who's ill, do that. If you want to send it to another state in the United States where there are huge struggles, do that. If you want to send it, I have some neighbors that are nurses, that are essential workers, that are putting their lives at risk. Send it to the healthcare workers, the first responders. Send it to Italy. Send it wherever you want to send it, or just say to your guides, please take this where this is needed and put it out there. Now, there's something else that I've been told that has been affecting me energetically. And some of you as spiritual people are probably affected the same way. There's a word that I've always found a fascinating word and a powerful word in shamanism. And that word is to psychopomp, to psychopomp, Psychopomp. It means that energetically, many of us have the ability to assist souls to cross over who have passed. I've had nights where I woke up, or early mornings, or whenever, a time I thought I wished I was asleep, and I have trouble going back to sleep, and I feel a lot of tension. My guides have told me that at the soul level, I'm assisting souls to cross over, souls that didn't intend to die. So, and these are people I don't even know, but sometimes our energy is used to help others to cross over. So I'm going to keep bringing you some of these kinds of messages, but please know that these are challenging times. We will get through them. Keep following all the stay-at-home orders if you're not an essential worker. Keep washing your hands, using any kind of other means and mechanisms to keep yourselves healthy. Think about what's going on for yourself at the deeper level. Are you being pulled on to help others deal with this issue, this pandemic? You might be helping the politicians, the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. Think about where you're tied in and give yourself a break. Don't beat up on yourself for what you're feeling. So an upcoming conversation I want to have with you is, what are you feeling from your soul level? What kind of commitments does your soul, what we call your higher self, have? And how is that affecting you as a human incarnate soul? So please share what you're experiencing. Please know we are going to get through this if we follow the guidelines of caring for ourselves and staying home unless you're an essential worker. And I want to say divine blessings to essential workers. So everyone, thank you. Thank you for listening. I'll come back to you with more of this kind of information. If you want to ask questions, just put them out, please, on social media, or go to my website, ravenheartcenter.com. I'm doing supportive work with people. Just connect with me and connect with your own family and friends through Zoom, through FaceTime, through phone calls. Don't don't completely isolate from others. Find ways to bring those others without having them literally in your space. Bring them in. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for listening. Stay healthy. Bye for now.